One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the NC State Wolfpack, taking on a team from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Volunteers will put total weather to crank us up. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. To the air, it's Bailey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's past the 30. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Apparently, line number 1 on the game plan, attack. Now, immediately.
And this quarterback, he smelt it. He knew he had an opportunity. This is a guy who loves taking shots any chance he has. You saw it on that first play of the game.
Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds the tight end. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Trying to get the edge on the right. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You see this a lot from offensive coordinators. Where are you weak? Where are you vulnerable? Where can I get an edge? And you see him trying to get the ball in the perimeter early in the first quarter. Can I get outside the tackle boxes and have success?
And not only that, stretch from side to side, and it can pay off with your inside runs.
No doubt. Get them running sideline to side. Also get them a little tired.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Right down the middle. He's got it. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the first.
Fires to the big fella. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Wants to throw again. Pulls it in. It's Scott. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
First down, operating in the red zone and doing it in a den of noise. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it set up on the outside. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, NC State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach. Watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical. And you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point makes it 7-0. An 84-yard drive there. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
The Vols trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this home crowd was so jacked up, so excited to finally get the football after giving up points on the first drive and having to be quiet. Now they're quiet again. How about the defense coming in here, shutting this crowd up early and doing their job?
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll give it to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. So first down here as they go back to work. Oh, it's a reverse. In a world of trouble from the start and a massive loss on that play.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and buy a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown Volunteer. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. It is one thing to come up with the interception. No, don't stop there. Turn it into a score.
Make a big play and don't be content. That's right. Go out and make an even bigger play. And he does it. He makes the pick and then takes it all the way back to the house. Looked like a wide receiver, for goodness sakes. Turn on the Jets, making the big play.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 26, brought it out of the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Creates a little room. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And you want to run the football. And that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
To the air, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. This offense tried to go right back to the well or right back to the air, and the defense was ready this time.
And a great response from the defense. You give up a big play, a huge chunk play that you didn't want to give up. Don't hang your head. Now play the next play. Played it aggressively, went and got the sack. Way to respond.
Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the whole crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the pass. Caught over the middle. It smothers. He's not going to make it to the sticks, and what a stop against one of the best third down offenses in the country. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He leaves it with his back. He's in open space downfield. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. He wants to change this route. Might as well give it to him again. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Bunch formation for these receivers. Let's go. Holds and fires complete to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And the Vols lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And the defense was all over it. They know third down, the quarterback could be a viable threat in the run game. Played physical, played close to the line of scrimmage, made the big stop.
Punt is on its way. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Turning it on. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know about this running back's versatility. He's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Motion from the wide receiver. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's fourth down.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Defense playing a bail technique. To the air on second down. Looking to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. North Carolina State will kick it off to open the third quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. give out of the gun. And he's still running after the move. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
To the air, it's Bailey. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll run the toss. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And that one will put them up here in the second half. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, we've been anticipating this top 15 matchup all week. Let's show you how things are playing out. South Carolina is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Jadeveon Clowney had a hand in getting this kid to Columbia, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arizona State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize on getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the run, it's Thomas. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Staley. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Red pass, it's complete. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Going to be a gain of about 3 down to the 21.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Facing 3rd and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Here's the handoff. It's a running room. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it. That time they hand it off, and they pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
And the Volunteers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. Though a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Handoff from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
Back to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got a man. It's Rodgers. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Now on the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Fires to the tight end. Runs through a tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's what tight ends are supposed to do. Just have people bouncing off them like spitballs off a battleship.
And when you're a defense, you got to understand we got to swarm to the football because these big dudes, they break tackles and they can get loose if we're not tackling with multiple guys. Nice effort by the big fella.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the third quarter. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll send the back in motion. Caught behind the line. It's Lewis. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He'll go to the sneak.
Man, I like the call. 3rd and inches, I feel like I can get a few inches. I just need to fall forward, but this defense more than ready for the quarterback sneak.
Now, I think as a play caller, that just makes you second-guess everything. You'd love to think you can just dial up QB sneak to pick up that first down. Now, you're probably going to have to hand it off to the big fella behind you to keep this drive going.
They could have tried to break the tie with a field goal attempt. Instead, they'll try to punch it in on 4th and goal. Touchdown ball! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, and it's 4th and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on 4th and goal and gets the touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter, you're trailing, it's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Draws and screens are a great way to slow down really aggressive pass rushers. It allows the defensive ends and the defensive tackles to run upfield. The offensive linemen kind of push them upfield, go down to the next level, try to sneak in a big play.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice game. Just let your guy make a play, right? And if I may, that one went off without a hitch.
Nice job. And I tell you what, you could tell they were honoring the deep ball a little bit, just enough where you could sit that thing down, created enough space as the receiver. QB throws a strike, first down.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Creates a little space. Oh, he's got some space. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Bailey. Throws to the tight end. Complete downfield. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some first downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Gonna look downfield again. Using his legs to buy some time. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Navy put together a very impressive showing in one of the more complete victories we've seen from the midshipmen in some time. Anchors away indeed for the boys from Annapolis. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Aguilar. Quarterback extends the play. Oh, and it's picked off. This could be huge in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that...
Turning on the Jets. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game, wait. But with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Here comes the heat. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. So here comes our first play of overtime. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Aguilar. Floating away. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Running the red zone. It's Bishop. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. They'll try to put 3 on the board and take the lead in overtime. Right down the boulevard. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Fires to the big fella. He's loose. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Reads it, fires complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback sneaks ahead. He got it in, and the celebration is on. A walk-off touchdown in OT.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not